am Kaya from Bravo While Black. We started out as a reality TV podcast, but we just love pop culture so much that we started covering so many different things, just pop culture in general. And one of the things that we love is BMF and the whole Stars universe. So thank you for sitting down with us today.
Such a pleasure. And yeah, BMF really is a part of pop culture now, isn't it?
Right. It's just been beyond words how much it blew up. We have so many, guest stars and things like that. But it would be remiss of me to not acknowledge what a legend that you are and how big of a part that you played in so many different movies. Obviously, X2 is probably our favorite. Me and my friend Aaron, who we do a podcast, and we literally was just talking about our favorite movies and things like that. And you're in X2, but then you also have this incredible voice work resume. We just wanted to say thank you for just being such an important part of our adolescence and just giving a voice to these characters. So thank you.
It's so funny because X2, I say absolutely nothing.
Right.
There's no voice.
Well, then, you know what? You famously said that, you had no voice in X2 until, the end, and it was more the physicality. And BMF, honey, you are moving and grooving, like shootouts and all of these things.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for when you have scenes like that?
Well, I have actually played a lot of cops in my career, in my 37 years of acting. I would say a huge percentage of it is being a cop. And so lucky for me, my first cop role was on Nash Bridges and Martial Law, and both of those series were in the late 90s, which in the 90s this BMF actually takes place this season in the 90s. So I had already had a lot of training being a cop in that era, because believe it or not, there's actually a difference in the way you hold your gun and the kind of guns that you're using, and there's these tiny little details that maybe the general audience wouldn't know, but cops and people who are fanatics about detail might pick it up. so yeah, I'm lucky that I had already been trained in that era.
Yeah, and you do such a great job at it. So let's just get right into it. I'm just coming off of watching the last two episodes, especially the finale and everything. But just overall, Detective Jen, we found out a lot more that we didn't really know about her. We got to know more about, her background, her sister, even what happened to her mom. And I'm just thinking that when they show a lot of someone's background, that usually means that, I don't know, they might not turn out too well for them. So when reading the script, did you ever think wow, this, might not work out so well for me, but I'm glad that her story is being told a little bit more?
Yeah, I love when there is more background to chew on, to be able to fill out the character even more. I mean, when you start a show and you don't have as much background, you kind of have to sort of make it up yourself in order to feel like you're filling out the character, and she's more than just a woman holding a gun chasing after bad guys. But I love all of this backstory and all of her flaws and yeah, the writers are doing such a great job at that. But yeah, every time you pick up a script as an actor, who's not part of the Flannery family, because we know that they survive, right? We know what goes on with those boys, but as extra characters, you never know if you pick up a script and this might be your last one.
Exactly. And I'm just so glad that we didn't see that play out. Yeah. But what we did see is Detective Jen obviously wanted vengeance for her partner, who she said reminded her of her sister. However, it did seem that even though you were going undercover, you did connect with Henry in some sort of way. Or am I being delusional? Did they have some complicated feelings going on there?
I'm so glad that you picked up on that. Yeah, I think there was some stuff going on there, some sort of connection, because Henry's also much younger, and she's without a mom, and I'm older, and I think that there's sort of an attraction that
Yeah.
sometimes you just can't help, whether no matter what side you're on.
Yeah, and we definitely picked up on that. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We really appreciate it. And this was a fantastic season.
Thank you so much. I'm enjoying it too.
Have a good day.